it's Chan time. This is another episode of Cooking Avenue, and today we have mangoes. Basically, you want to go to your store and they carry mangoes on the ordinary, or you luck out and just get mangoes. But either way, you want to be prepared for when the mangoes are in stock and know the proper way to cut them. Now, you can watch this video on anybody's YouTube channel, but I'm showing you guys because you're my friends, and you might not have known this or known to look it up. So here it is because you're watching my show. So you want to start with removing all the plastics. Cutting the mango with the plastics on is not only not fun, but it's disgusting. So you don't want to do that, ever. Don't ask me how I know. Peel, peel, peel. So one of the cool parts about mango, and hopefully this doesn't ruin the video, is that when you're ready to eat them, you want to get the ones that are pretty soft. These have some wrinkles on them, not like the best sign in the world. They're softer in other areas than others, so maybe there's some bruising underneath the skin, but soft means ready to pick. That's the same thing with avocados. You know, get some flex. If they're really firm, you're gonna want to wait a few days, or they're just not gonna be as like sweet and enjoyable to eat. Not as juicy. They're gonna be a little harder. And if they're a little brown, that's okay. Avocado a little brown, but mango, it's fine. So yeah, you want to find like the short ways and long ways. Like it's kind of like a weird oval shape, but you want to find the area that's the longest when you want to cut it. So I have like the shorter side, this is the wider side. This is already feeling like a little bit too soft on this guy. So whatever. So you want to like offset a little bit, but you want it standing tall because you're gonna cut like kind of like a curve. And you're gonna want to go like a third of the way. There's going to be a middle third, and then there's going to be another third. So the core is going to be kind of like right in that middle third. And then you want to go down and curve. So as you can see, it's a little brown on the inside. That's okay. We're just going to cut around that. And on this side, you want to go same thing, that third, curve a bit. Cool, now you have 2 scoops. And this area around where the stem was seems like it was caved in, and that's why I got a little bit spoiled on that side. So the core is like here, and you want to cut another kind of C shape like that. Now this is a small one. Ideally you would get like a really large one, so you could get a little bit more meat. Look, this is so gross. See? No good. And then on the core, sometimes you're a little bit lucky and you can get some slivers, but we're just gonna throw this guy out. And grab a beautiful bowl to put things in once you've cut them. Oh yeah, this part's gross too. So we're gonna throw him out. Now I have a little cutting board because I live in New York, but you might have a larger one because you live outside of New York. And that's New York City. New York State people get offended because they feel forgotten. But this is my little acacia. No, this is actually olive branch or olive tree cutting board. I want to get an Angry Nimbus cutting board made by my friend Rob McAllister. He's really cool. And we're going to go ahead and just keep preparing more of this because we want to go. Remember, long ways. How's it? Yeah. Long ways is the core. Yeah. My bad. You got your scoops. See, this one came out real nice. Half moons. Rip this guy out. Going down the middle, mixing a little lower. Get some crescent action going on. Cool. And then this is what you call a healthy core. And you could kind of go down the angles and get some meat out of there. No, you got a little meat there. And I'm using the steak knife right now, which is good for getting the larger pieces or the larger cuts of your mango. Yeah. Throw them in your bowl. Take this guy. Some people like to chew on this. I give it to my friend Paul. He chews on it. He finds it delicious. But it's got like a very cork-like, you know, dense interior. And really like, it is chewy. But you're gonna get like this weird grain kind of stuff. So you're like really pulling at it with your teeth. That's like the real fruit stuff that you get in restaurants and stuff. So, anyway, you want to take your steak knife and you can put that away for the time being. Then you can use a paring knife to do some intense paring. And you want to cut this guy along the length of the skin. Oops. This stuff's really slippery. So. There you go, and then you like want to separate the skin. If there's like a little color right here, you could par him off. Bring the garbage can like to this room, so I don't have to keep jumping over. There we go, much better. And I guess you could do all the ones. Whoa. Really, really slippery.
It's like jumping out of your hand.
Yeah, yeah. And you could probably do it this quick. Like even, maybe not your first try. Your first try, it's okay if it takes you like 5 minutes to get through here and it's like a 10-minute video or something. Or 5 minutes through each mango. But eventually it'll be a lot shorter than that. We're gonna take one of these good ones right here. And what you want to do is, without cutting through the actual skin of the mango, like you want to keep it perfectly intact, you want to kind of like take lines, right? And draw it, trace the inside of the skin. I just poked through a little bit. So no lines on the side, right? And then you want to take the same knife and you want to trace in the other direction like this. Try to keep that intact. And you're going to want a big old tablespoon. And you're going to want to squeeze between the edge of the skin and the actual meat of the fruit. And you want to trace around the rim. And this is why it's really important not to break the skin of the fruit, because you want this to be like a natural like bowl. So you're just scooping a bowl shape around the rim of the mango meat. And then you go all the way in and you get these really nice diced up chunks to throw in your bowl. And these are great for kids. These are great for adults. If it's good for kids, it's good for adults. Let's face it. We're all kids in some way or another. Come on. Scoop, scoop, soup. See, it breaks off into chunks. If it's not cut all the way, it's okay. You can just pull it apart. We'll get it on the next, we'll get it perfect on the next one. And that leftover peel or rind, just throw that out. We're gonna keep going. Ooh, see? You know, you might want to use a butter knife for this one. You don't have to use the sharpest knife that you got. I mean, it'll be quicker if you use a really sharp knife, but sometimes it's more accurate if you use something a little less sharp. And remember, the softer the mango meat is, like the more ripe it is, the easier this part's gonna be. This one's really, really nice. Just dump that out. Perfect, you know? And it might hold on in a few places, but it's more or less perfect. It's a little meat left, you know? They'd be mad at me in the old country. They'd be mad at me in the new country. That guy's not loud. So when we're scooping, we're gonna have to like be careful around that one area. Now we got some skinny scoops. You really want your lines to be more or less even. Yeah, we're gonna call it quits on that one. Oops. So perfect. That one was great. I might just leave some extra guys alone in this one. A little bit suspicious. Yeah, later. We got 2 mangoes. It's on tape. If this was off tape, it might be a different story. Now, this one has like a little bit of discoloration. So, same story, unfortunately. Now, these are going to be big old chunks. And what you'll also often find is that, like, as you progress throughout your mango cutting experience, like, you'll get, like, a lot better at it towards the end of even your first time. Like, even I'm doing, like, way better than I was on the first mango half, you know? And I mean, okay, so this is kind of cool. This is what it looks like when it's like halfway done. Like if you do decide to not peel around the whole thing on your first go. But I do find that it is easier to just peel around entirely on the first go. And then, boom. 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 And there you have it. You have a whole bowl of tasty food to have. You know, you could don't eat with your paring knife. That is really dangerous. Won't even hold very well. You're gonna want to use right here. My favorite are baby forks because you could use your big forks for the real meals. That way you don't have to clean your dishes every time you gotta eat, because I only have like 3 pairs of each size of fork. And there you have it. God, I feel like so dirty because of the coronavirus. Let me get Carly a different fork. Carly gets a big fork because she's amazing.
Thank you.
How is that?
Very juicy.
Yeah, it's super soft. Like, you could even cut a small piece with the fork, and that's how you know it's super soft. Because like usually a small piece that's hard, you go to cut it, and it'll just dart off the cutting board. It'll run away from you immediately. It'll be like, no, don't eat me. Look how awesome this is.
It's so good. More, please.
And this is a good dessert.
And a tasty snack.
It's a good snack, but not before bedtime, you know? I feel like sugar keeps me up. That's like acidic. But this is like a good daytime snack. Yeah. Really good summer food. I'm not sure if I would... Oh, I heard that mango is actually good for you over the winter time. Like some fruits don't digest as well in the human body during the winter, because like you want to eat plants that are in season, not just because they're in the store. I believe mango is an easier to digest fruit. And also, this is really sticky. So there you have it. These are mango cubes, sliced mango, the best way to slice mango on Cooking Avenue, and I'm Chime Time. Thanks so much.